Good afternoon. Welcome to the Assembly Select Committee on Health and Wellness. It's so good to see you all here today. Secretary, will you please call roll?
Assembly members DeLong,
Present.
Dickman, De Silva, Edgeworth, Flanagan, Gallant, Goulding, Hunt, Jackson, LaRue Hatch, Nadeem, Wynn, Osborne, Chair Brown May.
I am here. Thank you. Please mark Assemblymember Dickman present as she has just walked into the room. Thank you. I'd like to welcome everyone here in Carson City and those joining us by video conference, and then everyone in Las Vegas, although I see one person in Las Vegas, so welcome. Welcome to Las Vegas. Here's some housekeeping. Please silence your electronic devices. If you wish to testify, sign in at the table by the door. Provide a business card to the committee secretary. Meeting agenda and committee information is available as posted on Nellis. You can access it through the legislative website. You can also watch the meetings on Nellis and the YouTube channel. Public comment will be taken at the end of the meeting, and we will ask you to stay within the 2-minute time limit. We expect courtesy and respect, as always, in all of our interactions. And please note, committee members will be using their laptops or other electronic devices. Members, thank you all for being here today. We have one item on the agenda. We do have a work session. When we conclude this, we will recess. We will not adjourn, as we expect to probably come back later today at some point. So we will open the work session. And to take a measure on a bill, the measure that the committee heard yesterday. It's not customary for the committee to take testimony or otherwise rehear bills during a work session. However, we may invite a witness to come forward for clarification or to answer questions that members may have. We will start with Assembly Bill 1, as the one we have currently on our agenda. I'll turn it over to our policy analyst.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Davis Florence, Committee Policy Analyst. For the record, the bill we have on work session today is AB 1, which revises provisions relating to governmental assistance, and was presented by Tim Galuzzi, his office. I won't go into the summary of the bill as we just heard it yesterday, but there are a series of amendments that were proposed for this bill. The first came in from Tiffany Greenemeyer, the Director of GFO, which was attached to the work session document. And this amendment clarifies in Section 23 that the newly created account for the Security Operations Center is exempt from NRS 242.211, which requires expenditures from the Governor's Technology Office to be paid by the Fund for Information Services. The second amendment was submitted by Timothy Galuzzi, the Executive Director of GTO, and this proposes to revise in subsection 4 of Section 16 the process in which a non-executive branch governmental agency withdraws from an agreement with the office to instead allow the agencies to notify the chief of their desire to withdraw. That notification must occur at least 120 days prior to the start of the next regular legislative session, with a termination date set no earlier than the start of the new fiscal year. And there were a series of amendments that came in late and are not included on the work session document. The first was proposed by Assemblymember Wynn, which proposes to do the following. First, it would state that the Nevada Open Meeting Law does not apply to a meeting between an executive agency and the legislature on matters posing a threat to the security of public buildings, a threat to the security of essential public services, including water, drinking water, wastewater treatment, natural gas service, electric service, includes a threat to the public's right to access public services or public facilities, or a threat to critical infrastructure controls or critical infrastructure information relating to cybersecurity. Second, the amendment would state that the documents provided during the meeting are not subject to public records requests. And third, it would state that all information provided during the meeting is confidential and not to be disclosed to persons that were not present at the meeting. And there was another amendment submitted by Assemblymember Brown May, and it proposes to add a new subsection to Section 24 that would state that the Governor's Technology Office is encouraged to find grants for investments relating to cybersecurity and work in collaboration with other agencies in identifying and applying for such grants. If the Governor's Technology Office obtains such grants, they are to deposit those funds into the State General Fund until the GTO has matched the amount that was appropriated by Section 24. And then there was one final fifth amendment that I will pass over to my colleague Brody Leiser.
Thank you. For the record, Brody Leiser, Chief Principal Deputy Fiscal Analyst. The additional amendment relates to the appropriation amount in Section 24 for fiscal year 26. So currently that appropriation is listed as $6,573,067. We worked with the Governor's Technology Office and the Governor's Finance Office. There are some costs included for positions within that appropriation. And since those positions will not be hired until late this calendar year, or early next calendar year, the appropriation can be reduced by $114,610. So the amendment would be to the amount, again, in Section 24 for fiscal year 25 to 26, and it would change from $6,573,067, and the reduced amount would be $6,458,457.
Yeah, Davis Florence, for the record, we're happy to take any questions that the chair or committee may have, and we have subject matter experts in the audience as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Members, questions? We'll start with our newest member. Please feel free.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Question on the amendment number 3 to the open meeting law, the exemption. Was that already in place? Is that existing language in the NRS, the exemption for the public utilities? And we're just adding cybersecurity into that? Or is this new for all of it?
Thank you for the question. We'll turn it over to Vice Chair Nguyen.
Thank you, Chair. The intent for this particular amendment is to making sure that we, as we do have inquiries from time to time when incident happens, in the matter of protecting the security of our state infrastructure, that this particular request coming from the legislative body will be held in a confidential manner so that we do not negatively impact the security of our state. So this is to making sure that the information provided to the body, whether it's a member of the executive branch and the legislative branch, that it is being held at the most confidential level for the safety of all the data involved.
Thank you. Did that answer your question? Yes. Thank you, member. Any other questions? Seeing no other questions, I will entertain a motion to amend and do pass as amended. Amend, do pass. A motion accepted. Thank you. Wow, we'll take a second from Assemblymember Hunt. Thank you so much. Any discussion on the motion? Okay.
I'm probably out of practice. I don't remember if I'm supposed to do this now. I'm going to vote yes, but I'm going to reserve my right just once I see the amendments in the language. Okay.
Thank you for the clarification. Thank you. Any other discussion? Assemblymember Dickman?
I guess I would like to ditto that, although I don't really see a problem, but just to have that option. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that clarification. Okay, seeing no one else, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. Thank you. I will give this floor statement, should there one be available, to Assemblymember Nguyen.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Okay, that closes our work session. Thank you so much, members, for that. The next item on our agenda is public comment. If you would like to offer public comment, you are welcome to come forward at this time. You have 2 minutes. A general question? Yeah, if you don't mind, let me, thank you. I appreciate it. Since I opened it, okay, thank you. No one here in Carson City to offer public comment. No one in Las Vegas. Is there anyone online who would like to offer No, we don't have online. Okay, I apologize. Thank you. Okay, we officially close public comment, and we will move over to Assemblymember Dickman with a question.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. I really appreciate this. And it actually has to do with the fact that we cannot take public comment by phone. And we discussed that yesterday when the Vice Chair was in charge. But my other question on this is, and I've been contacted by constituents, that it says that any written public comment would have to be submitted 24 hours before the hearing to be included in the record. And we didn't even have an agenda 24 hours before. So is that correct, that if they don't get it in 24 hours before, it won't be part of the record?
Thank you for the question. I appreciate that question. I was present at the hearing, and while not physically present, I did participate in the entirety of the hearing yesterday, so I'm familiar with the conversation. And it's my understanding that there was a staffing shortage, which is why the decision was made to not have that. But I have staff just confirming. I believe it's up to 24 hours after the hearing.
Okay.
But we'll confirm that just to clarify, and that all public comment will be entered into the record, so that folks have an opportunity to submit written public comment. And
Thank
again,
you.
we'll verify.
That's what I wanted on the record, because people are being told that, but they've not gotten any official.
Oh, I see.
So, thank you.
Okay, we do have clarification, both from policy analysts and from leadership, that we have the ability to take written public comment up to 24 hours after the close of a hearing. So any public comment that comes in will be added to the public record. Okay? Thank you. Members, any other questions? Thank you for the opportunity to clarify that. We will stand in recess and await further direction.